At the edge of a quiet village lived Charlie, an elderly woman whose small house held a peaceful hush. Each step she took was accompanied by the soft creak of the floorboards, a familiar melody in her home. The curtains by her window, though faded from years of sunlight, were cherished just as they were. Her garden was a beautiful mess, a wild tapestry of weeds and vibrant wildflowers. Charlie wasn't alone. Her loyal black cat, Shadow, was her constant companion. He was always there, a purring shadow at her heels, whether she was sweeping the porch or simply resting by the warmth of the fire. He'd often rub against her legs, seeking attention, or purr contentedly when she spoke to him. Charlie had no family left, no great fortune saved. Her treasures were a warm fireplace and a rocking chair that moved gently with her breath. People often wondered at her serene disposition. She never complained, never wished for more. Her mantra was simple: the less I carry, the more room I have for peace. One crisp autumn morning, Charlie stepped out to sweep her porch. Orange and brown leaves danced and swirled around her feet. Shadow padded along, his tail held high, occasionally batting playfully at a fallen leaf. Suddenly, he stopped abruptly near an old flower pot at the corner of the porch and let out a loud meow. He circled the spot a few times, pawing at the ground with a focused intensity. "Shadow, what is it, my dear?" Charlie asked. Shadow meowed again, rubbing affectionately against her legs, urging her closer. Charlie walked over, her eyes widening in surprise. Tucked beneath the old wooden bench, a small, intriguing wooden box sat waiting, secured with a golden lock. "Oh my, what have you found, Shadow?" she whispered, awestruck. Shadow pawed gently at the lid of the box, then settled nearby, watching Charlie with keen interest. "Do you think it's something special?" Charlie asked softly. Shadow let out a soft meow, almost as if to say, "You will see." Charlie carefully picked up the box and carried it inside. It was firmly shut, but a curious whisper seemed to emanate from it, suggesting, "Inside is what you have been waiting for all your life." Charlie chuckled softly. "I've lived my whole life without waiting for anything, but all right, let's see." Days turned into weeks. Every morning, Charlie would try to open the box, and every night she would place it back on the shelf, a gentle smile playing on her lips. Shadow often sat on the shelf nearby, patiently observing her attempts. "Still locked," Charlie would say to the box, with a sigh, yet a hint of amusement. "But so is life sometimes, isn't it?" Then, one quiet evening, with a soft, almost imperceptible click, the lock yielded. Charlie's hands trembled ever so slightly as she slowly, carefully opened the lid. Inside, there was nothing. No gold, no letter, not even a speck of dust. She sat in silence, the empty box resting in her lap. Shadow, sensing her quietude, rubbed against her legs and purred, a comforting rumble. Then a soft laugh escaped her lips, not a laugh of sadness or madness, but one that bubbled up from a deep, peaceful place within her soul. She whispered, "All this time, I thought the box would give me something, but it only reminded me that I already have everything I need." Charlie made herself a cup of tea and settled into her favorite chair by the fire, Shadow curling up contentedly beside her. Outside, the autumn leaves continued their gentle descent to the ground. The empty box rested quietly beside her teacup, a silent, profound reminder. Sometimes the greatest gifts arrive in silence. She had opened the box expecting treasure, but instead she found peace. True happiness, she now understands, isn't found in what you gain, but in how gently you hold and appreciate what you already possess.